Started. Why not? I just don't want it to be used up all my battery. So I've been teaching group fitness for over 20 years. I've been practicing yoga for over 20 years. I probably didn't get really serious about practicing yoga until maybe 15 years ago. Been teaching yoga for over 10 years. And I taught everything. I was an athlete, martial artist. I taught boxing, badass boxing class, Bootie Camp. I've run a marathon. I did many of the marine base, whatever base that is, and Oceanside, their mud runs. I have back injury, so I can't do any of that stuff anymore. I was forced out of my job with the school district because of my back. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. I needed to do something more. I was just practicing yoga, which yoga gives me that endorphin release that I need in my body. I mean, I can be in a weird mood or have a bad day as soon as I stand on my mat. Like you were saying, it's like, I was like, just feel euphoric. It's just like this amazing feeling because I know how my body's going to feel when I'm done. And it was enough for me, but I needed more. I was used to like hardcore body works and just all these things for my body, cycling. And so I brought this idea that I had to my students, and I had no idea what they would think of it. I brought some weights in, I got grocery store balls, and I'm like, let's try this, and they loved it. I don't even know what happened after that. The next thing I knew, one of my students, who I think has her 500 hours, wanted to get certified. So I'm like, okay, well, really? So I formed an LLC, thought of the name Bootie Camp Yoga. I spent about 6 weeks in between 2 classes with a disabled laptop for a reason. I didn't want the distraction. I get really distracted of Facebook. I didn't want to I'm getting bored, I'm gonna go on Facebook. So an email. So all I did was work on my choreography, which is like 20 years of choreography in my head, and got it on paper, and hired an attorney, copywrote all of my choreography, and went to AFA because I wanted to be able to give my instructors educational credits, and I had no idea they would approve me. And it's a tedious process. I mean, they want to see a lot from you, and you have to have all these credentials, and when they approved me, I'm like, really? And at the time, I was only offering 3.5 CEUs. Now it's 8.5. So it's based on the practical hours. We went to 5.5 and now 8.5. So then last year, or 2 years ago, I was approved by ACE, and then, which was even more difficult to get approved by, and then this year NAFC. So I'm able to offer educational units for NAFC, ACE, and AFA, which is desirable for people. So it's an 8.5-hour course now. I do the videos at the end. If someone's not ready to be teaching, I'll have them submit a video to me. But what I like to do now is just get everything done in one day. If the people are ready, we do a lot of practice. You're going to be on your feet all the time, just so you know. So rest well now. And I want, the yoga really is takes up most of the time, the alignment and everything. I forgot what I was saying earlier, but let's go down this list here. Safety is huge. Okay, that's why I created the class, because I have herniated discs in my back. I refuse to have surgery. If I didn't practice yoga every day, do the flow that we do, I would probably be walking with a cane. And people wondered why I could move, like why, if you say you have a back injury, well, why can you do this, why can you do that? Because it feels good. My body feels really good after yoga. It bothers me to walk at Disneyland on pavement or to sit for a long period of time. My back's a lot stronger now, but moving, the movement is what I needed. So safety's huge. The choreography that I provide for you guys, I don't mind. I created this class in a way that you can be I don't know what the word I'm thinking of. that you can be creative as a teacher, you know, because I wouldn't want to have to follow this choreography and that's all I could do, you know. So the yoga doesn't change because it's the most important part of the class. We start with yoga, we have the yoga flow in the middle, we end with yoga. But I give you enough freedom to, you know, bring in and take out different choreography within the realm of the choreography that I give you. So I want, if someone's taking a class in San Diego and they are on a vacation in Vegas, that they're going and it's the same format, that it's not something completely different. And that's happened before, where an instructor has added their own choreography, or they're added jump lunges, or things that aren't safe, things that I don't approve of. If you have something that you think is really great, and it's about the butt, and it's like a great exercise, let me know. If I like it, I'll add it to the choreography. I have no problem with that, and I've added many things to the choreography that people have given me, but come to me first, okay? So that's really important to me, that we have integrity with the Bootie Camp Yoga, that we stay within, you know, the choreography that's there, because it's there for a reason, and I know it's safe for people. Especially like I don't allow the instructors to teach on steps and risers unless they've come to me first and we've gone over the safety stuff. You know, unless you've been teaching on steps and risers, because we are in bare feet. There's just safety issues we have to be concerned with if you've never taught on steps and risers before. Only thing you need for this class really is your yoga mat. You can do it without a yoga mat. You can do it with tennis shoes, you know. The ball is something that we prefer to have in this class because we really use it for resistance. Do you have to have a ball? No. Do you have to have weights? No. So we have several different formats of Bootie Camp Yoga. Bootie Camp Yoga Classic, which in some of the gyms that have mind-body rooms, they don't have weights, they don't have the steps and risers. So that's just with the ball. And there's many things you can do by squeezing the ball. As you could see yesterday, you were sore. And we have Bootie Camp Yoga Extreme, is what we call the Bootie Camp Yoga with weights and then steps and risers. Steps and risers are optional. Weights are optional, really. If you have a class and somebody doesn't want to use weights, they don't have to. If you have a class with risers and somebody they just ran a marathon, they don't want to use the risers, they don't have to. But if you're teaching a classic Bootie Camp Yoga class with just the ball, I don't allow people to come in with steps and risers and weights. Okay, it's a class with the ball. And really, if you have taken a class with the weights versus the ball, when you're using the weights, it's a distraction, and it kind of takes away from the feeling that you have in your butt. And so yesterday when we taught with just the ball, you were there too. You actually feel it more in the areas that we're focusing on because you're not distracted with your arms. What I don't allow is like teaching Bootie Camp, what were we teaching? Body Works. When I was teaching LA Fitness, we go back and forth, legs, arms, legs, arms. We don't isolate the arms ever, okay? We just accent the butt exercises with arms. So if we're doing a lunge, we'll add the bicep curls. So we never do rows, like separate things with our arms. We're always moving with the exercise. So the difference between Bootie Camp Yoga and most group fitness formats that you really need to know when people ask you, why is Bootie Camp Yoga different? Why is it so great? Because of the yoga aspect. So this class attracts the person that would never walk into a yoga class because they're intimidated by yoga. Okay, so many people are intimidated to take a yoga class. So really, there's like 15 basic asanas that we practice in this format, and the flow is very basic. But we're teaching them not only basic yoga moves, we're also teaching them how to breathe and focus and balance, which creates balance not just in class, but balance in life. So we're really teaching them so many different things: how to use the breath for power, how to use the breath for panic attacks, for anxiety, for all of that stuff. It's so important. So they're learning they don't even know it. And most people that practice Bootie Camp Yoga end up practicing yoga too, because they figure out like how wonderful it is. So there's lots of opportunity in Bootie Camp Yoga to be an entrepreneur. Not just having a bag of balls, which sounds horrible, a bag of pink balls, and teaching at a park, but also to be a master instructor, okay? So you can teach at a gym, and you want to get your audience, you know, at the gym level, but also you can be your own entrepreneur and make more money, really, teaching on your own eventually. Not stopping teaching at the gym. You know, I love being at the gym. I have a ton of, for some reason I have all these classes now. Because I get my energy from a big class. But I also have private students that I teach, and I, instead of getting money by the hour, or being paid by the class, I get paid per person. You make a lot more money. I mean, sky's the limit. You have 20 people in your class, that's 20 times 15, 20 times 10, 20 times 20, whatever you charge. You can also find some of the smaller gyms, if you have a following, that will pay you by the hour, and then you give them a cut and open it up to your students too. I've done that before, and you end up making $60 an hour instead of your 25 or whatever. I see your head's on. I got about that. So I am doing a lot of different things right now in Bootie Camp Yoga, huge things, and it's overwhelming for me. In fact, I'm going to be utilizing you soon. We'll utilize all of you for different reasons. We have an agreement. So the other opportunities are master instructors. Okay, some of you have been teaching for a long time and are seasoned instructors. And even if you're not a seasoned instructor, there's so many opportunities. So what a master instructor is they would be doing what I'm doing now. Okay, so I would be paying you like $100 a person. It's a lot of money. You get a class of 20, you earn $2,000 that day. Is it going to happen tomorrow? No. You know, I don't have 20. But the things are happening, and it's going to happen fast, especially in some of the facilities where there's 300 gyms. There's just going to be some things happening. So I need master instructors really all over the nation to be able to, I can't be everywhere. I've got my virtual certifications, which are awesome, but I can't be everywhere. And it's nice to have the people come and to have like a class of 20. So that is something that's going to be implemented, and I'll probably be offering 200 hours within that certification, because I think as a master instructor, it's important that you have your 200 hours, and that you are either AFA, ACE, ISA, NAFC, NASM, whatever, that you get that as well. So, but I can offer you 200 hours. So we're going to put together a class in just a moment. Most of you, all of you have signed the licensing agreement. Both of you, did you send it back to me, or do you need to?
I don't know.
Okay, I have one here, okay. And then you sent yours back to me, right?
I sent it last night.
Yes, okay, I think I did get it. Okay, so the licensing agreement, it's a bunch of legal jargon that you probably don't understand. Basically what it's saying is I'm allowing you to use my logo. I'm allowing you to use my name, which is a big process to get a registered trademark. It takes a long time to get it, and it costs money. And I'm very proud of even the ball, back then it just has the TM, it wasn't registered yet. So it is a registered trademark, and with the exception of very few facilities, and 24 Hour Fitness is one of them, we're just piloting it. So for 2 months I have to use the name Strength Yoga or whatever for just a couple of months until they implement it, and it'll be in all of them. So
is the Bootie Camp Yoga at this facility too, or are you working?
We have three classes here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They just did a big ad, like they're totally marketing have
So on the
diverse
schedule, does it say Bootie Camp Yoga?
It will on our
Starting
October
October.
schedule.
Oh, okay, because I was looking at the schedule.
Yeah, it'll say in their October schedule. Yeah, they just did a beautiful flyer, it's on my Facebook, just totally promoting Bootie Camp Yoga. So, what I ask is that you don't change the colors on your flyer. If you're posting a flyer, that you use my logo. When you're teaching at a gym, that you're using my logo, or it's spelled correctly, because it's, believe me, I've gone to some of the gyms, B-O-T-Y, no, it's just, yeah. So, spelled correctly with the registered trademark, or this. I allow you, I give you balls, and you'll get a ball and a t-shirt for the newbies today. But I do give you a ball, and I sell the balls to you guys at a wholesale cost of $7, and you can go to sell them for $15. The t-shirts I sell you for $15, and you can sell them for $20. I retail them for $20. What I don't allow you to do is go manufacture your own balls and your own t-shirts, and without my permission. Like if it's something like you're doing a race and you want my logo on the back, that's a different story. But to go out, whatever. So cueing and mirroring is huge. You guys know, if you're in one of my classes, just like yesterday, you saw I had 3 instructors there, and I had them strategically placed because it's good for them to learn the mirroring thing, even though you guys weren't really mirroring yesterday, but also to just for practicing. And so if I have like a big class like yesterday, the people can see what they're doing, and I don't have to run from side to side. But Emily, have you started mentoring at all? Weren't you mentoring someone?
For a bit. When I was
Morgan,
teaching.
right?
No, Daniela.
Oh, Daniela, awesome. Okay,
That was a
awesome.
long time ago.
So that's what we do too. We start mentoring other instructors and just having them come to our class. Like if you see a new instructor, just let them come up and mirror with you. Let them, even team teach. It's just kind of fun. So I do have senior Bootie Camp Yoga instructors, and I just, I don't know if you saw on the website, I have you as a senior Bootie Camp Yoga instructor because you work so hard. So anyway, we're gonna get started. Oh, another thing, the licensing agreement, you're not allowed to, thank God I had that other person sign, not allowed to copy and give away my choreography to anybody else. There is a website, within the website. I've given away a lot of stuff for free. So from now on, if you are a new instructor, you get it for 2 months, but it will give you, it's going to be I'm totally rearranging the website. You guys have the password right now. There'll be so much choreography on there, and all you really have to do is mimic a class. Just watch that class. I have written choreography too, but why not just learn the class, right?
Right.
There'll be music. There'll be just everything that you need. Ideas, cueing, everything. So it's going to be $20 a month. It's a lot less than any of the other, like I think Zoom was $45 now or something.
You go 30.
Is it 30? Someone was just paying $45.
Oh, because if they got the recent in, then probably.
Right,
Or
it's new.
also if you want to add the cool down and the stretch.
Okay.
Then they are charging
Mine's
more
just
basic.
20.
I
No
like
bells
it.
and whistles and no additions. But that also gives you, because normally when I do a master class, I charge $25 for a master class. I've been not charging lately. I've been doing master classes certain places only because I wanted to really, it's just me, and I wanted to really hone in on quality control. And I wanted to grab the instructors that couldn't come to my workshops. I'm like, okay, here I am at your studio. I'm going to teach this master class. So, and just to create the family atmosphere again, and so we will have an exam later. I'm going to shut this up for just a moment.